capital.
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 Everything.
Everything.
16.
16.
I saw big buildings in Paris.
I saw big buildings in Paris. I saw big buildings in Paris. I saw big buildings in Paris.
We saw many places.
We saw many places.
Was the ticket for the boat expensive?
Was the ticket for the
Bite. Boat.
boat expensive?
Was the ticket for the boat expensive?
Boat expensive? Was the ticket for the boat expensive? Specs. Was the ticket for the boat expensive? What happened? দেখি What happened? গাড়ি কোথায়? গাড়ি কোথায়? আচ্ছা এখানে রেস্ট নাও গেমে গেছো Paintings was great at that the museum. Paintings was great at that the museum. The paintings at that museum are great. The paintings at that the paintings at that museum are great. The paintings at that museum are great.
You can see many amazing things there.
You can see many amazing things there. You can see many amazing things there. Okay. We walked about 16 kilometers. We walked about 16 kilometers that day. We walked about 16 kilometers that day. We walked about 16 kilometers that day.
My favorite painting was at that museum.
My favorite paintings was at that my favorite paintings was at that museum. My favorite paintings was at that museum. My favorite paint
My favorite painting was at that museum. My favorite painting was at that museum.
My favorite painting was at that museum. My favorite painting was at that museum. My favorite painting was at that museum.
We saw many beautiful buildings and
Cafes,
cafes,
but we didn't go to the
palace.
palace
We were in the
museum
museum
for 5
5
hours.
hours.
Okay, we saw many beautiful buildings and cafes, but we didn't go to the palace. We were in the museum for 5 hours. We are in the museum for 5 hours. We saw many beautiful buildings and cafes, but we didn't go to the palace. We were in the museum for 5 hours. My favorite favorite paint and paintings was at the at that museum. My favorite painting was at the museum.
You can see the palace from those boats.
You can see the palace from those boats.
Boats. Boat. You can see the palace from those boats.
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 You can see the palace from those boats.
Goat.
Goat. Yes, there were many boats in the river.
I was in France for 16 days for my birthday. My hotel was near the river and I saw many boats from my room.
Okay, I was in France for I I was in France for 16 days for my birthday. My hotel was near the river and I saw many boats from my room. Okay. I was in France. I was in France. I was in France for 16 days for my birthday. Okay. I was in France for 16 days for my birthday. My hotel was near the river and I saw many boats from my room. You can see many you can see famous building buildings here. You can see many buildings here. There you can see many building. You can see famous buildings here. you can we can see you can see paintings on the street. I saw paintings in that famous museum too.
Saw.
you can saw you can see you can see paintings on the street. I saw
Saw.
paintings in that famous museum too. You can see paintings on the street. Okay, you can see paintings on that you can see paintings It's, keep going.
Yeah, hello.
Yes,
Is there a reason why you didn't come at 5 or 5:30 a.m.?
because till now I'm not properly fit. My health.
Do you want well, that's not good. I told you to, like, if you're not feeling well, don't send a message. And if you can't come at 5, 5:30, you could have messaged at 4, like, hey, I can't come. I'll come at 8. Do you understand? It's okay if you don't come, but you always need to let us
Okay,
know
okay,
in
no
in
problem.
advance.
Okay,
So can you type on the group chat when you will come live again?
no.
Okay, fine. So how long are you going to go live again? So how long are you gonna? You started at 8:50 a.m., right?
Yeah.
So how long will you go live?
Um, 2 hours.
2 hours. Okay. So when you end the live, make sure to type on the group chat when you will come live again. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Good luck.
Okay. You can see paintings. You can see paintings on the street. You can see paintings on the street. I saw paintings in that famous museum too. I saw paintings. You can see paintings on the street. I saw paintings in that famous museum too. I saw paintings in that famous museum too. Okay. The paintings at the museum are great. The paintings at the museum are great. The paintings at the museum are great. The paintings, oh my goodness. The paintings at that museum are great. Sorry. The paintings at that museum are the paintings at that museum are great.
Thing.
Thing,
Cheese.
cheese,
Boring.
boring,
July.
July.
The food was not very spicy.
The food was not very spicy. The food were not very spicy.
Alone.
Alone,
Boat.
boat,
Bakery.
bakery,
Everything.
everything.
Jealous.
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 Louis. Louis jealous.
The coffee at our hotel was not very nice.
The coffee at our hotel was not very nice. The coffee at our hotel was not very nice. The coffee at our hotel was not very nice. The coffee at our hotel is not very nice. Okay. the coffee at our hotel was not very nice.
Lake.
Lake.
What was the name of the bakery?
What was the name of the bakery? What is the name of her bakery? What was the name of the 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 bakery? What is the name of the bakery? Okay.
They eat many different cheeses there.
They eat many different cheeses there.
Cheeses. Cheese. Cheeses.
They eat many different cheeses there. They eat many different cheeses there. Why the bakery was crowded? Why the bakery was crowded? No. Why was the bakery crowded? Question mark. Why was the bakery crowded?
I ate 6 different cheeses at that restaurant. I ate 6 different cheeses at that restaurant. 8. Date.
I ate 6 different cheeses at that restaurant. I ate 6 different cheeses at that restaurant. Okay. I ate 6 different cheeses at that restaurant. We ate many different cheeses there. Different cheeses. CHEESES. Okay, cheeses. We add many different cheeses there. Okay. We add many different cheeses there. Okay. We add a lot of different or many different, same. We add many different cheeses there, or we add a lot of different cheeses there, same. We add a lot of different cheeses there. We add many different cheeses there, a lot of. Okay.
I am vegetarian, so I ate a lot of great
bread and cheese in France. I ate many delicious cakes too. কোথায় গিয়েছিলা বাবা? রোদে না মা, রোদে গেলে শোনো রোদে বাবা, এখন কোথায় আছো আমাকে বলে যাও একটু। কার সাথে? ও দানের এখানে। ওকে রোদে I am vegetarian, so I ate a lot of lot of great bread and cheeses in France. I ate many delicious cake too. Okay, I am vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
I am vegetarian, so I ate a lot of bread and cheeses in France. I ate many delicious cakes too. Okay. I am vegetarian, so I ate a lot of bread and breads and cheeses. Sorry, I am vegetarian, so I ate a lot of bread and cheese in France, and I ate many delicious cakes too. I ate many delicious cakes too. I am vegetarian, so I ate I am vegetarian, so I ate a lot of bread and cheese in France. I ate many delicious cakes too. Okay. The food in that famous restaurant. Okay. The food in that famous restaurant was delicious. The food the food the food in that famous restaurant was delicious. weren't weren't sweet, very sweet. The cakes weren't 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 very sweet. Okay.
Usually.
I usually eat vegetarian food, but I add a lot of chicken there.
Eat.
I usually eat vegetarian food by I add a lot of chicken there. I usually eat vegetarian food by I add a lot of chicken there. Okay. The okay. The cakes was delicious or tasty? Delicious. Deli- the cake was delicious at that cafe. Okay. At that cafe. The cakes was delicious. The cakes were delicious at that cafe. The cakes at that cafe were delicious. The cakes at that cafe were delicious. the cakes at that cafe, the cakes the cakes at that cafe were delicious. The cakes at that cafe were delicious. পান্তা খাইছি. The cakes at that cafe were delicious. Okay.
We ate a lot of different cheeses there.
We ate a lot of different cheeses there. Different. We ate a lot of different cheeses there. Why was the bakery crowded? Why was the bakery crowded? Why was the bakery crowded? জ্বর আসতেছে নাকি? The cakes at that cafe are delicious. The cakes at that cafe were delicious. The cakes at that cafe were delicious. July. Everything. Horse. Pillow.
Where was that bridge?
Where was that bridge? Where was that bridge?
Bakery.
Thing. Bridge. Horse.
There was a fancy chair in the big room.
There was a fancy chair in the big room. There was a fancy chair in the big room. There was a fancy chair in the big room. There was a fancy chair in the big room. Okay. Everything. Boat. King.
Horse.
Edge.
EDG.
There were many fancy rooms in the palace.
There were many fancy rooms in the palace.
Fancy.
There were many fancy. There were
Funny. Fancy.
There were many fancy rooms in the palace. There were many fancy rooms in the palace.
We went to the king's palace.
We went to the king's palace. We went to the king's palace. We went to the king's palace. Where was that bridge? Where was that B or I bridge.
You lost your phone.
You lost your phone. There was a fancy. There was a fan. F-E-N-C. There was a fancy watch or clock. There was a fancy clock. Slow. There was a fancy clock in the living. There was a fancy clock in the living room. There was a fancy clock in the living room. Our guide lost his cap. Our guide lost his cap.
The horse ate my ticket.
The horse ate my ticket.
Nurse.
Nurse.
I had tickets for the palace, but we lost them on the bridge. We were in line for 2 hours to buy new tickets.
Okay. I had tickets for the palace, but we lost them on the bridge. We were in line for 2 hours to buy new tickets. Okay. I had tickets for the palace. I had tickets for the palace. But we lost them on the bridge. We were in line for 2 hours to buy new tickets. Okay. We had tickets for the palace. We had tickets for the palace, but we lost them on the bridge. We were in line for 2 hours to buy new tickets. Okay. We were in line for 2 hours to buy new ticket. We had tickets for the palace. But we lost them. On the bridge. We were in line for 2 hours to buy new tickets. Okay. There was a park near the King palace. Near the king's palace. Near the Raja Prasad king's. Near the king's palace. There was a park near the king's palace. There, oh my goodness, THERE. There was a park near the king's palace. I write carefully. I should write carefully, very carefully. Grandpa.
Recipe.
Beard.
For 1 night or 2 nights, sir?
For 1 night or 2 nights, sir. I was in Cox's Bazar yesterday.
Our son doesn't eat spicy food.
Our son doesn't eat spicy food. Our son doesn't eat spicy food.
I am non-vegetarian, but I don't like 9.
I am non-vegetarian, but I don't like chicken. I am non-vegetarian, but I don't like chicken.
I was at my new home yesterday. I was at my new home yesterday.
I was at my new home yesterday. I was at my new home yesterday. I was at my new home. I was at my new home yesterday.
Can we get a non-vegetarian dish, please?
Can we get a non-vegetarian dish, please? Are you know? Are you can? Oh, sorry. Are you know Hindi or Bengali? Are you know Hindi or Bengali? Do you know? Sorry.
My friend doesn't like spicy food.
My friend doesn't like spicy food. His beard. Beard. His beard is too. বলো যদি ধরতো মা ধরে নাই কিন্তু কখন এসে ধরবে কুকুরের কোনো মতি গতি ঠিক আছে রে মা
His beard is longer than my dad's beard.
দাঁড়াও এটা কি কেন খালি গায়ে যায় না
His beard is longer than my dad's beard.
His beard is longer than my dad's beard. His beard is longer than my dad's beard. His beard is longer than his beard is longer than my dad's beard.
This desert is beautiful.
This desert is beautiful. Desert? No. This desert is
beautiful.
This desert is beautiful.
She is non-vegetarian and she likes chicken too.
She is non-vegetarian and she likes chicken too. She is non-vegetarian and she likes chicken too. She is non-vegetarian and she likes chicken too. Okay. Desert. Their car is newer than our car. Their car is newer than our car. Teach and okay fine is newer than our car. Okay, their car is newer than our car. Do you know Hindi or Bengali? Do you know Hindi or Bengali? Do you know Hindi or Bengali? Horse. July. Everything. Pillow.
There was a fancy chair in the big room.
There was a fancy chair in the big room. There was a fancy chair in the big room.
Bridge. Bakery.
Horse.
Thing.
There was a park near the king's palace.
There was a park near the king's palace. There was the park near the king palace. এখানে দাঁড়া তোর কথা আছে আমার দাঁড়া তুই দাঁড়া এখানে শোনো শোয়েব আঙ্কেল কি বলছে বাবাই রে যদি তোমার শরীর খারাপ থাকে তাহলে নো যাওয়া যায় কোথাও আর প্রচুর তাপ এই তাপে তুমি যদি আবার ইয়া করো ওকে ঘোরাঘুরি করো একদম সিক হয়ে যাবে তোমার কাছে কম্পিউটার দিতে দিব না তুমি এখন বিছানায় খাবে যাও ওকে যাও না বিছানায় খাবে দরজা একটু চাপাও আগে দরজা একটু চাপায় নাও দরজাটা একটু চাপাও বেশি না একটু চাপাবা যাও There was a park near the king's palace. Okay, মা okay. আই খুলো আরেকটু খুলো ওইসে হ্যাঁ
King.
king
Everything.
everything
Horse.
horse
Boat.
boat edge
Edge.
How old was that bridge?
how old was that bridge
Bridge.
bridge
There was a fancy clock in the living room.
there was a fancy clock in the living room there was a fancy clock in the living room there was a fancy clock in the living room
I also lost my ticket.
I also lost my ticket too. I also lost my ticket. I lost my phone. I lost my phone there. I lost my phone there.
Nurse.
Nurse. There were a lot of অনেকগুলো there were many fancy room in the palace there were many fancy অনেকগুলো জঙ্গলের rooms there were many fancy rooms in the palace many there were okay there were many fancy rooms in the palace
There were fancy stores inside the palace.
there were fancy stores inside the palace 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 okay you lost your phone you lost your phone you lost your phone that king was a very famous man there was a age there was a horse outside the palace there was there was a horse outside the palace what was the name what was the name what was the name of that famous bridge of that famous What was the name of that famous bridge? What was the name of that famous bridge? What is the name of that famous beach?
Alone.
Alone.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
July.
July.
Everything.
Everything.
My favorite part of France was Paris.
My favorite part of France was Paris. My favorite part of France. My favorite part of France was Paris.
$15.
15.
Life.
Life.
Wet.
Wet.
Pillow.
Pillow.
I bought some gifts for you.
I bought some gifts for you. I bought some gifts for you.
Thought.
What?
Thought.
We found his wallet after 3 days.
We found.
Found. We found his wallet after 3 days. We found his wallet after 3 days. Found. Find. Found.
সুরের বিজয় না এখানে মুরা নিয়ে আসো আচ্ছা তো তোমার পাটিটা বিছায় নাও ছোট পাটি ওই পাশ দিয়া দেখো we found his wallet after 3 days. তোমার শরীরে ফেললো না তাহলেই হবে পাটি আবার ওদের দিয়ে দিব না হ্যাঁ আচ্ছা we found his wallet after 3 days. After 3 days. We found his wallet after 3 days. Out.
Which part of France was your favorite?
Here. Which part of France was your favorite? Which part of France was your favorite? Which part of France which part of France was your favorite?
I went to Paris with my mom, and we went to the mall every day. We found a cute jewelry store and bought rings and necklaces.
Necklaces. No problem. No problem. I went to Paris with my mom and we went to the mall. I went to Paris with my mom and we went to the mall. I went to Paris with my mom and we went to the mall every day. We found a cute jewelry store and bought rings and necklaces. Okay. I went to Paris I went to Paris with my mom, and we went to the mall every day. We found a cute jewelry store, and we bought rings and necklaces. Baby, দরজাটা খোলো, আমি কিচ্ছু দেখি না মা। নো, লাইট দিতে হবে না, লাইট দিলে রুম।
We saw 15 cities in France. We saw 15 cities in France.
We saw 15 cities in France. We saw 15 cities in France. I found my ticket. I found my ticket in my bag. I found my ticket in my bag. Okay. I found my ticket in my bag.
I bought 15 bags.
I bought 15 bags.
I loved every part of Paris.
I loved every part of Paris.
Parts. I loved every part of Paris.
দরজা অর্ধেক লাগা। I loved every part of Paris. আরেকটু খুলো, আরেকটু খুলো, আরেকটু খুলো। হইছে হইছে হইছে। My favorite part of France was Paris. My favorite part of France was Paris.
We always buy chocolate on holiday.
We always buy chocolate on holiday. We always on holiday. We always buy আমরা ছুটিতে সব সময় ছুটিতে চকোলেট কিনি. We always buy chocolate on holiday. I don't buy chocolate, French chocolate often. I don't buy French and French chocolate often. I don't buy French chocolate often. I don't buy French chocolate often. France. France, 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 France.
Gold.
Gold.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Spice.
Spice. Visa. Oh man.
Nupur went to the mall yesterday, right?
Nupur went to the mall yesterday, right? Many teachers work at the school.
Of course, we need a pair of socks.
Socks. Of course, we need a pair of socks. Of course, we need a pair of socks.
How much is this pair of shoes?
How much these pair SOES. How much these pairs of
How much is this pair of shoes? How much is this pair of shoes? How much is this pair of shoes?
How much is this pair of shoes? How much is this pair of How much is this pair of shoes?
He is so young.
He's so young.
Young. Long. Young.
Why do you use these spices? Why do you use these spices?
Why do you use these spices? Why do you use these spices? Why why do you use these spices? Okay.
Your friend walks fast.
Your friend walks past. They work for this company, right? They work for this company, right?
I don't want to walk because it's too sunny.
I don't want to work because it's too sunny. Okay, I don't want to work because it's too sunny. অনেক বেশি গরম. I don't want to walk.
They work for this company, right?
They work for this company, right? He is young and handsome. He's young and handsome.
Rana worked at the school. Rana worked at the school.
Lot of
Rana worked at the school.
Rana worked at the school. Okay, man. Rana worked Deepu went to Deepu went to the yesterday. Went to the movie theater yesterday.
How much is this pair of shoes?
How much is this pair shoes? How much is this pair of shoes?
I don't want to walk because it's too sunny.
I don't want to walk because it's too sunny. I don't want to walk because it's too sunny.
Rana worked at the school.
Rana work at the Rana work
Rana worked at the school.
at the school. Rana worked at the school. Rana worked at the school. Pillow.
15.
15.
Life.
Life.
Wet.
Wet.
I was there for 15 days.
I was there. Yeah. I was there for 15 days. I was there for 15 days. I was there for 15 days.
Out.
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 Which part of France was your favorite?
Which part of France was your favorite? Which part of France was your favorite?
Thought. I also found an umbrella.
I also found
an umbrella.
I also found an umbrella. I also found an umbrella. There were fun. There were in France. There were fun those 15 days in France. There were fun those 15 days in France. Okay, there were fun মজার ছিল those 15 days in France. Those 15 days in France were fun. Those those 15 days in France were fun. I don't know. Those 15 days in France were fun. Those 15 days in France were fun. Those 15 days
Is there a vegetable farm behind the garden?
those 15 days in France were fun. Is there a vegetable farm behind the garden? Is there a vegetable farm behind the garden? Is there a vegetable farm behind the garden? I can see many cafes. I can see many cafes in Paris. I saw beautiful cafes there in July. The cakes the cakes were delicious. The cakes at oh okay the cakes at that cafe were delicious. The cakes at that cafe. You can see you can see beautiful buildings near the park. You can see the palace from that boats, from those boats. You can see the palace from those boats. The paintings at that museum are really great. The paintings at that museum are great. Birthday, my birthday, on 3rd April. 3rd. My birthday on 3rd April. My birthday is on 3rd April, okay. They work there. They work there. They work there. It's a USA. They work near their house. There was a park near the king's palace. Why was the bakery crowded? Was the bakery crowded? I didn't buy French chocolate often. I don't buy French chocolate often. Chocolate. No, it's not. I don't buy French chocolates often. I don't buy French chocolates often. France. ফরাসি France or France? France. Okay, there. Now we need to. I don't buy France chocolates often. Those 15 days. Yeah. Those 15 days in France were fun. Should go. You should take the medicine. Them. You should take them. You should take them the medicine. I don't know. What is this? There was a there was a very famous museum there. There was a very famous museum. There was a very there was a very famous museum there.
Lake.
Lake.
Man.
Man.
Form.
Form.
Spice.
I see.
They really can speak 6 languages.
They really can speak.
Silk. Speak.
They really can speak 6 languages. Ali can write his name Ali can write he in his name Ali can write his name in Japanese. Ali can write his name in Japanese. My birthday is on THI অর্থাৎ কোনো সমস্যা নাই
July.
July.
Alone.
Alone.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Everything.
I found my ticket in my bag.
I found my ticket in my bag.
Pillow.
Pillow.
Wet.
Wet.
15.
15.
Life.
Life.
We loved that part of France.
We loved that part of France. We loved We loved that part of France.
Thought. Thought.
Yes,
We saw 15 cities in France.
Hema. আর করবো কিছুক্ষণ। তোমাকে একটা খেজুর দিছিল না দাদু, ওইটা অনেকদিন ধরে পড়ে রয়েছে, আমি বলি খাই ফেলি। We saw 15 cities in France.
Out. Out.
Those 15 days in France were fun.
Those 15 days in France were fun. Those 15 days in France were fun. Which part of France? France. Which part of France? Which part of France? Which part of France were your favorite? Which part of France was your favorite? রাখো।
Table.
Table.
Floor. Question.
Question.
Sentence.
Sentence. Mountain.
Mount.
I like her grandfather's clothes.
I like her grandfather's clothes. Your grandfather is here. Your grandfather is here, but what is your grandmother?
Who is looking for the boss? Looking.
Nice smell.
There is dirty water on the floor. There is dirty water on the floor.
There
is dirty water on the floor.
Dirty water on the. There is dirty water on the floor. There is dirty water on the floor.
Is he really
Is he
really paying?
Is he really paying?
Paying.
Is Shamal working for that shoe company?
Is Shamal working for that shoe company? Is Shamal working? Is Shamal working for that shoe company? Are you really playing? Are you really playing? Are you really are you really paying someone?
That woman is my elder sister.
That woman is my elder sister. Are you working? Are you working with your boyfriend? Different? No. Are you working with your best friend now?
There is snow on the mountain.
There is snow on the mountain. There is snow on the mountain.
Is that company on the 4th floor?
Is that company on is that company on the floor fourth
Is that company on the 4th floor? Is that company on the 4th floor?
is that company on the fourth floor?
Is this his 4th meeting today?
Is this his fourth meeting today? Is this his fourth meeting today? Who is that woman? Who is looking for the boss? Who is looking for the boss?
Alone.
Hello.
July.
Everything.
Everything.
Chocolate.
We found
His wallet. We found his wallet after 3 days.
I found my phone in the car. Find. Found. I found my phone in the car. I found my phone in the car.
I found my phone in the car. I found my phone in the car.
We saw 15 cities in France.
We saw 15 cities in France. We saw 15 cities in France.
We love that part of France.
We love that part of France. We loved that part of France. We loved that part of France.
Thought.
Our guide found his cab. Out. We saw 15 cities. We saw 15 cities in France. We saw 15 cities in France.
My favorite part of France was Paris.
My favorite part of France was Paris.
I went to Paris with my mom, and we went to the mall every day. We found a cute jewelry store and bought rings and necklaces.
I went to Paris with my mom, and we went to the mall every day. We found a cute jewelry store and bought rings and necklaces.
Bought.
We bought chocolate for our parents last weekend. We often buy
Buy.
gift on holiday.
I buy a lot of chocolates in Bangladesh as well.
Chocolate. I buy a lot of
I buy a lot of chocolates in Bangladesh as well.
chocolates in Bangladesh as well. I buy a lot of chocolates in Bangladesh as well. Bangladesh as well. I buy a lot of chocolates in Bangladesh as well. The
That part of the capital was beautiful.
that part of the capital was beautiful. That part of the capital was beautiful. সুন্দর ছিল. That part of the capital was beautiful.
I loved every part of Paris.
I loved every part of Paris.
Parts. I loved every part of Paris.
We bought sweets as well. We bought sweets. We also bought sweets. I bought 15 bags. Who is part of France? Who is part of France was your favorite? Which part of France was your favorite? Was the breeze crowded? You can see
C.
paintings on that street. I saw paintings on
Saw.
that famous museum too. Nupu lost her specs in the palace. Nupu lost her specs in the palace. Nupu lost her specs in the palace. My favorite part of Paris. That king was a very famous man. You can see beautiful buildings there. You can see famous buildings there. You can see Bikhato famous buildings there. Me too. You can see or read carefully fast. Then you write. Okay?
Sock.
Sock,
Ball.
ball,
50.
50,
Silver.
silver, 50.
50. There are big cars in this desert.
There are big holes in this. What is this you looking for? I don't know. There are big holes in this desert. There are big holes in this desert. I went to buy this silver necklace for my sister.
There are 50 people at the cash counter. There.
এখানে আসো, একটু পরে আসো। আমি দিব না, একটু পরে আসো। এখানে আসো। মা আসো, মা।
There. There are 50 people at the cash count. 40. 50.
There are 50 people at the cash counter. There are 50 people at the cash counter.
Are those stores cheaper?
Are those stores cheaper?
Does she love that restaurant? Loves. Love.
Does he love Bangladeshi food?
Does she love the Bangladeshi food?
The principal's daughter loved Rana.
The principal's daughter loved Rana. The principal's daughter loved Rana. একটু পরে আর 10 মিনিট পরে দাও প্লিজ give me ice cream. Please give me ice cream. এখানে আসো. Come here. Please come here. Please. Those people are on flight. Those people are from.
I usually go to that big movie theater.
I usually go to that big movie theater.
The market is cheaper than the mall.
The market cheaper than
The market is cheaper than the mall.
the mall. The market is cheaper than the mall.
He usually goes to the mall on Sunday.
He usually goes to the mall on Sunday.
Is that a silver ring?
Is
that a silver ring?
Is that a silver rings? Is that silver?
Is that a silver ring?
Dessert. সঞ্চিত loss. Loved. Shonjita loved Rana.
Does he love Bangladeshi food?
Does he loved Bangladeshi food? Does he love
Does he love Bangladeshi food?
Does he love Bangladeshi food?
Goat. Goat.
The horse ate my ticket.
The horse ate my ticket. You can see famous buildings in this photo.
We always buy chocolates.
We always buy chocolates.
We saw paintings at the art museum. Saw.
We saw paintings at that art museum. We saw paintings at that art museum. We saw paintings at that art museum.
There were a lot of tourists in Paris.
There were a lot of tourists in Paris. You can see you can see beautiful BUIL buildings near the pier. Okay, you can see beautiful buildings near the park.
Our guide lost his cap.
Our guide lost his cap.
That part of the capital was beautiful.
That part of the capital was beautiful. That part of the capital was beautiful.
I was a tourist too.
Tourist, T-O-E-R S-T. I was a tourist too. I was a tourist too.
You can see famous buildings there.
You can see famous buildings there.
There were fancy stores inside the palace.
Fancy. There were fancy stores inside the palace. There were fancy stores inside the palace. There were fancy stores inside the palace. Okay. I will come back at 5 or 5:30 a.m. on 17 May. Yeah.